Hello out there in YouTube land. So today I'm going to talk about something I call the up and the out, which is a new way of explaining things that I've started doing, and I wanted this out there for my students. So basically, the up is on a gross level lifting your insteps and feeling that that lifting go all the way up to your head top through your connective tissue. So there's three words. You want to find alignment first, which is just lining up your body with your insteps, all through your knees, your hips, your shoulders, and then feeling that alignment and all the connective tissue literally stretch towards the head top. And that is the basics, the ground level of the up. The next is the out. Once you have the up, then what you're going to do is feel the outside of your feet and feel them get wide and separate, all the metatarsals separate. And as that happens, you feel your hips and your knees, all the joints actually get wider and move away from the center line. And that goes through the shoulders, through the ribs, even the elbows, in the fingers and the joints, and the fingers and the hands, and the carpals and the hands as well. So everything becomes spread apart. And these are all, both the up and the out are started by sinking, which is kind of this relaxation response. So there isn't a lot of tension involved. You're not actively trying to stretch, but it is creating a stretch. So it's a little different than yoga for that reason. We always relax. We're always doing restoratives. The up is yang. The out is yin. The up is central equilibrium, zheng ding, centered upright. And the out is moving as a unit, connecting all the joints together. The up is the gross level, is the gross level. The out is the subtle level for the up is the out, and the subtle level for the out is the up. So basically what I'm saying is they kind of create one another. So what you're doing is creating this torus shape in your body, which you can look up on YouTube, T-O-R-U-S. And it's basically a line of energy going up through the body and then coming out this way. So your body and all organic matter, organic things have this shape energetically. And if you cut an apple in half, you'll see it very clear, the core of the apple and then the sides, like that. The universe is that shape, all galaxies that shape. Even our planet has that shape. So everything is that shape. So Taiji is no different, and the yin and yang fits within that format. Again, if you type in the torus in YouTube, you'll see all that. And I can send it to you if you want. So what I'm going to do now is what I've created is a 64 posture form, which is based on the Chenpan Ling 99 posture. I just took out sections 2 and 3 because they were difficult for beginners. And I haven't really put this on the web yet, but it's a nice form in that it really encapsulates all the important postures, I think, in the 99 posture form. And at the same time, it's long enough, and it has enough in it, but it's not so long that people get really overwhelmed. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to walk through with the up and the out throughout that process of doing the form. So, and you can apply the up and out to any form that you do, where it's Chen Manqing's form or Chen style or Wu style, doesn't matter. All of these do this, and the up and the out create this structure for the body. And I'm finding that people don't have any structure when it comes to Taiji on the internal level. So this is the internal change, the up and the out, create the internal movements that support the external frame of the movements, which is we call the form. So you need that. Without the internal structure, it's not Taiji anymore. It's just a very slow-moving Shaolin or some other system like that. Oh, by the way, Xingyi is all up. All the movements, for the most part, are up. The animal's kind of showing you a little bit the out. Bagua mostly is out, where it reflects back to the up. throughout the movements as well. So in general, you can practice those two that way. But all those are encapsulated in, especially this Chenpan Ling form, I think, because it embraces Xingyi Bagua and all the four styles of Tai Chi. So here we go. So first you're going to step forward with the left foot, and you're going to bring the feet so they're parallel, and that's the up. So right away you feel your insteps, and that actually engages your alignment, and you gauge the insteps, and that lifts your hands. So the up literally lifts up your hands like that. Then you continue the up. Oh, by the way, the up is your inhale. The out is your exhale. So you're gonna, that's all a big inhale. This is all a big up. So this is the beginning of this Chenpan Ling form. And it's all up at the beginning here. And then we start going out. So you shift to the right, and then you have everything going out. So this is to stretch and open the hips and shoulders laterally away from the core. And then you toe out, and you start a little up here, and that begins your out. Then you go back to an up in this low press, and then back to an out. So the out is the transitions, the up is the posture in general. Then we go up, and this is the play guitar in the system, and then out. And then up starts right here as you shift forward into high press, and then out. So again, opening the hips and shoulders, and then up here for this high rollback or rollback loop, and then out is the transition, and then up is low press, and then out. Hips and shoulders again get very wide. Up, and the back is very tall. So if you can't do the insteps, try to feel the tailbone and the head top move away. Shift to the left toe and right. And then up, you do your hook for your single whip. And then out here is your step and your shift to the diagonal. Then you go up. And then out again. This is all Embrace Moon now. And then this is up. Then you shift right, you go out, so everything getting wider. And then up, everything getting really separated vertically. And out. And then up at the end here, then out. Step up on the right. Step out. This is the up again. Then you go out. Then you go up again. Then you go out. So I encourage people to go slow when you're trying to do this, to feel all the up and the out. It's hard to feel in the beginning, so really go slow. Out, up, and so you're trying to feel what's going on inside your body. Out. Not focused on the outside as much now. Neigong, it's called. The up, then the out. So this Neigong really changes your tendons and the connective tissue and the fascia. Out, here, up, out. In general, Tai Chi is trying to make your fascia more viscous, more open. Up, out. No, we jumped to section 4. Up, out. Up. And so if you can do the up and the out, you make your meridians actually larger. Up, and so that they can hold more energy and let energy flow through the meridians and they don't get blocked. Up, they become more open. Out, and then up. Out, and then up. Out, and then up. Out, up, out, up, out, up, out, up, out. So the structure we're creating with the up and the out is pump. Up, out, up, So this pong is everywhere, this ward-off circular feeling in the form. It should be everywhere. Up. The up and the out just create that ability. Up. Out. So if you don't have the up and the out, your pong can collapse. Up. Out. Up. And you don't want to do that. You also don't want to make it too tense. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Wait, one second. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Pulse movement. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. So again, the up you feel from your insteps to your head top. Out. Feel the hips and the shoulders separate with the outside of your feet. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up. Out. Up with the insteps. Out, open the shoulders. Up with the insteps. Boom. Out. Up. So the up really creates the posture. The out creates the transition. Out. Up. Out. Up. Once you get used to it, you can blend them really easily up and not lose your structure through all the transitions. Up. Out. 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 Up. So up is down. Out is in. Up. Out. Up. Out. Out. Up. 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 Out. out. Big up. Big out. Step up. Big up. Big out. Now you feel the torus in your body. Body becomes divided through the center by the up and down. Then you get that separation condense, and you feel that separation in your dantian. But the up and the out happen at the dantian level. And then you feel, and as you feel that, you circle the dantian with your hips moving. It's kind of like a buoy on top of the water. It can float and move. Then you do out. Take out any negativities, anything obstructing in the body. Heels touch up, and the hands come up. And you feel the energy come up through your chakras to the head top. And then you feel the energy come down the front of your body and hit your hands, and you have out. And your body separates again out. So that your mind and body are now unified in this separation. You're unified with the torus, which is the basic shape of everything in the universe. So this connects us in to really feeling the universe at a real concrete, physiological basis, instead of just this kind of, I remember the universe on a mental level. This is really physical level. Okay, so that's enough for the up and down. Just try to practice it. It really should help you practice and give you a really good structure. And this is really important for push hands too. So when someone comes and you know, and they push you and you don't have any structure, you just kind of like, you know, like that. But if you can think of the up when they push you, then you have up. See, then up, they go up. And you go down. So remember, I think everything starts with sinking. So if you just sink without the up, you're just doing this. See, nothing. So you can't collapse, and you can't tighten up either. Either one's incorrect. So you have to find that balance of yin and yang. So as the push happens, you sink down, and that lifts them up, right? And then the out happens as if you shift forward and you push, you're out. You just spread them out. It's like. So one hand goes up and then one goes out, but the whole push hands thing needs a whole another discussion. But for now, the up and the out gives you structure. So in general, the up is push and the out is roll back. So the out is kind of like, you don't want to collapse this, right? At the same time, because then there's no out and no up. This is the up, this is the out. For me, and roll back. So the up will lift them up. The out will keep them going out. So those are the sort of basic understandings of how to apply it to pushing. Okay.